Hi, and welcome back to Creating with Luna live stream. Today we're continuing our adventures in the New Raven's Isle. And tonight I thought we would build a hunter's cabin. So let me just give you a quick layout of the land. So over there you can see my home base in the Cherrywood Grove. Next to that, the kind of creepy looking tree we built the other night, I believe Friday night in our live stream. And I can jump up. So right here, we're going to clear this area out, and we are going to put our hunter's cabin here because it's nice and close to this nice little wooded area over here. Excuse me. And, make it nice and convenient for him to go hunting. So first thing we're going to do, as I probably should have done this earlier, and I didn't have the time to today, is to clear out this area here. We want to try to keep it as natural looking as possible as far as the cut into the mountain. I'll give that a shot. I'm not always the best at doing that. Was going to install World Edit to help with this, but it seems I have some sort of mod conflict with World Edit. When I installed it, and it could be something that I'm doing because I am a very beginner when it comes to mods in Minecraft, it kept giving me like a RAM issue warning that I didn't have enough RAM. I have 64 gigs of RAM, so that really shouldn't be an issue. Come to find out, my computer decided to do an update while I was trying to install that. So that obviously was part of the issue. Got a little bit further, once the update was done, and all of a sudden it was just giving me this weird random error. Don't know why. Can't figure it out. But when I took out World Edit, everything worked fine. So maybe at a later date I'll try to put it in. This way I'm not terraforming with dynamite. I mean, it works, but it's not the most accurate thing in the world. So we're going to come and grab some wool blocks because I always like to lay out with a wool. Gives me kind of an easy visual feel. I want to come back in and make this mountain look a bit more natural, I guess. And kind of brain dead all day when it comes to talking. Like if you follow most of my live streams, or any of my videos, I can talk fine until I put it on the video and then I can't talk at all. Okay, so something like that. That looks pretty good. Not the best. I don't like that much straight edges. Okay, that's a bit better. So I need to start 2, 3, 4, 5. Would like to kind of have a long shaped cabin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So do the same on this side. Kind of a long, narrow cabin. Obviously, we're going to come back here and do some more terraforming. I do alternate between different colors of wool, just so visually I can see. Sometimes if I'm really doing a complicated build, I will build everything out of wool just to get an idea. But this yeah, this is going to be probably a pretty straightforward shape. The only thing I may do is I may extend the one side a bit forward so it's not so much rectangular. You know, just kind of give the hunter a little alcove to work in to protect him from the wind, now that I think of it. Just going to come back over here. And I don't think 5 is going to be long enough. And this is why I always build like this, so I can see my mistakes before I go and build. So that's 3. I did not take into consideration when I counted that I wanted 5 blocks on the inside. 3, 4. There's 5, 6, 7. Let's make it 8. Let's say he's a very good hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be 8 there, so we want to add 1 more out here. Yes, I said so. Gonna work it that way. We'll work it into the landscape somehow. So just trying to get a quick layout to see what we're dealing with. Okay. So I do, as I said, want to bring out a little bit of a outcropping. So just quickly knock some of this grass out of here. I mean, later on, we'll go ahead and remove a lot more of it. Not necessarily in this stream. It might be something I do offline. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just make that like 6. I mean, so he still has room to work. And so I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Oopsies. We'll make corrections as needed. 2, 3, 4. Let's add 1 more. Yes, it's not looking bad, so we'll knock out this inner portion. Hey, chicken. So the next step, what we're going to do after we clear this area out a bit is we're going to go pick our palette. So I'm thinking something along the lines of probably, obviously, wooden cabin. Maybe 2 stories. We'll see how it looks once I get started. I think for now what I'm going to do, because I don't plan on having a basement for him, we will just leave the wool here. Normally I do get rid of it. Okay. Well, actually we are going to have to get rid of it because it is above the ground. So that we do got to get rid of. Okay. So generally I'd like to sometimes either set my palette on the outside of my building, but sometimes I will set it in my hotbar. I think this is going to be one of those times I am going to definitely have it set on the outside so I can see what we're doing. So I'm thinking maybe a mixture of oak log, and spruce. So I want a bit darker. So I'm going to grab the spruce. That's going to be like for my pillars that I'm going to add. Do want a foundation, so I'm going to do an oak log for that. I also want to kind of do a mixture of oak, and then they're getting spruce for the roof. Maybe we will grab some slabs to extend his work area. So I think we're going to start off with that. Let's add a spruce fence. Do want them to have some windows, obviously, so you can see outside. So let's grab some windows. Glass, actually. Let's do the glass plane. And I'm just going to leave that for now. I'm going to set up my palette over here just to get a view of what it looks like. I'm obviously not going to put the glass down. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick where we want our door to be. So I say right about there looks good. I'm going to put one of our windows there. And I know it's a little hard to see right now because I don't have the glass there. We are going to extend. So we're going to extend this part of the landscaping. Just give them a nice area to work. So we'll clear out some of this. I call it rubbish, but that's only because it's in my way. Let's just quickly add some in here. As you can probably tell, I am a bit tired today. Not really sure why I'm tired, because it wasn't really a bad day. It was kind of an easy day at work. But it is what it is. Fill in a little bit back here. Oopsies. Just to give us a little bit of wiggle room. And we'll probably back that up to the base of we are going to back that up to the base of the mountain. And we want to give them easy access to the mountain. We'll just knock this out for a second. Okay, so I'm going to place my pillars. So I want to do them on the diagonals. And these may change depending on the needs of the build. Now next I'm going to throw in our oak logs. I do want them to lay like this. And we are going to have them step up. So now I have to remove my glass, and that's okay. Oopsies. Yeah, I do say oopsies a lot, so just be prepared for that. And give them a nice base to start on. And if we don't like that, we'll change it. I think I'll make a nice outline to his little cabin. Because usually I find once I think they look big on the outside, once I start filling in, it gets kind of crowded. So this time, okay, trying to decide if I should do a double walled cabin. I think I'm going to do a double walled cabin. This just gives us more options to decorate. It gives us more depth. Excuse me. Meant to do that before and forgot to include that. And then said, we'll go back and we'll put in our pillars. I just like sometimes that you can recess the windows in it. And you can give like a little window shelves on the inside. So quickly do that. If we not sure we're going to finish this in one build like the bridge, if we do, and I forgot to change my stream title, apologize for that. I'm still figuring all this out. And we should be almost done. So we have something like that. So now I'm going to come here and add our pillars. So you can see you're going to have to extend on the sides here. And take some of this mountain away. Oops. Okay, so next we're going to come in. And silly me, I forgot to add oak planks to this. That's how I know I'm tired. I make silly mistakes like that. Let's add the petrified oak planks. They look kind of pretty. So before I do that, let's choose what we want our inside to look like. So let's see. One like a darker color. So let's see, check out the dark oak. Let's do a dark oak log. So I do want it to start. So I kind of want it to have a rustic feel, so. I know normally if you were in survival, you'd want to fill the bottom space because you don't want mobs spawning in, but I'm playing in peaceful mode, so I don't think that should be an issue. So we'll throw this in like this. Watch the pretty clouds float by as they move across our sky. Oops, sorry, just whacked the microphone. Hope that wasn't too loud. So just being very careful with my alignment. What I may do is to differentiate the areas, just changing the position of the oak board, the dark oak. And that I would do using the, yeah, sure. Oh yes, the debug stick. So as I said, just quickly getting these down as fast as I can and as precisely as I can. And I am breaking blocks I don't want to break. So the inner walls, I'm just going to make 1 block thick. And I'm just going to have them be the color of the outside. But in the meantime, let's determine how high we want our building to be. So in this case, I really would like to make it partially like a two-story build. You know, kind of have like a loft area where he climbs up and has his little bedroom. So we're going to kind of build up a very high wall here on this side. Well, both sides are going to be high. Probably aiming for 5, so we're at 2 right now. And it looks kind of weird being 2 blocks thick, but I think being on the side of the mountain, he may want to have a little bit more structure to his build. So I'm counting from ground level here. I'm not counting the foundation. So we need 1 more block, 1 more story actually. I'm not going to put like any balconies on this or anything like that. So now to make things a little bit quicker, I will outline the rest of the roof, rest of the top. And just hope I hit it right because I don't have, there we go. Structure telling me where to go. But I'll add it here. So this way we get the idea of how stuff is going to look. Now with the wood buildings, I'm not sure if people do this or not. I know they talk about like texture and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure. I do use a special tool for that. To randomize my blocks, but I don't think that would look good with the wood. What do you guys think? Oops. But yeah. So just kind of going like that. I do, like I don't plan on giving him a kitchen area. I figure he's gonna want to cook outside. But you know, he is gonna need a place to relax. and neat. It's best if I do this part from the inside. I usually do it from the top. So we want to leave a two-hole opening for the door. We're going to go back out in a second and add our windows in. But I am going to bring up the spruce to match the height. And I'm going to take out a section of oak. And I'm going to throw in the log version, so it looks like we're giving it a bit of support. And should I keep the extra overhang like that? This way it kind of makes it look like it is tied into the build. So yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. I was not originally going to do that. And so these are decisions I make along the way. I'm sure others have these all planned. I'm sure others have these all planned out. But yeah, my mind doesn't work that way. See stuff last minute. It's just like, oh wait, that'll be good. It's like, no, it won't be. Or yes, it will. Oh, welcome to my world. I think it just gives the build look like a little bit, it has a little bit more support. But yeah. Oh wait, that looks kind of funny. Oh, probably because I have it linked. I didn't jet it out over here. Or here. There, those two kind of meet, so yeah, not worried about that. So I work at a preschool. And the kids got a little annoyed with me today. So I'm a receptionist there. And they asked me if I would make the artwork for a Christmas program. Oh, I can't do that on my work computer because my work computer does not have the tools that I need to do that. So I go ahead and bring in my computer that I am using now. And, I'm just, doing my own thing, working on the Christmas program. And I get done doing what I need to get done. So I decided, well, gee, want to make sure that the problem I had with Minecraft was just a one-off issue. And, the kids are down practicing for the Christmas program, so it's nice and quiet. Yeah, so I decided to jump into Minecraft really quick just to make sure it would start. And I knew this was going to happen. Yeah. The kid in kindergarten ends up coming back just as the Minecraft music starts, and they're yelling, "You're playing Minecraft while you're at work." I'm just like, no, I'm just testing. Of course, you know, kids, they'll argue with you. And they're like, no, you're being sneaky. And I'm like, if I was trying to be sneaky and play Minecraft at work, I wouldn't be doing it with having the music as loud as it was. I would have it muted. Yeah, so kindergartners were kind of mad at me for the rest of the day because I wouldn't come in the classroom with them and play Minecraft. That'll teach me. Teach me to run a quick test when I think nobody's around. It's like I literally heard him coming and game was loading. It's like, I can't stop this. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna put a pillar there. So that's why that looks funny to me. There it is. Now it has some support. Yeah, but they were so mad at me. And we're in the process of doing construction at my place. So there's no staff break room. And we have like one table where like all the staff really need to eat lunch at. I mean, we don't all take lunch at the same time, but two of us do, and the table is not big enough for two of us to sit at. So usually I just sit at my desk and eat lunch, which means the kids get to come by and criticize what I'm eating. Yeah, so the twos were upset with me today because I was eating buffalo wing flavored pretzels. I don't know why they were upset with me for eating those, but probably because it's not something they'd like. They usually critique my food and then want to eat it. So, they did want my ranch dressing though. I'm like, no, you can't have that. I don't have enough for everybody. Of course, in typical 2-year-old fashion. That's okay. We'll just share it. Each of us will take a turn licking the cup. I'm like, ugh. It's like there's 9 of you. That'll be disgusting. And considering we have strep throat and stomach bug running through our school district, yeah, we're really gonna let that happen. But I mean, at least they wanted to share. Although at least it seems to be getting near the end of the stomach bug and the strep. At least it's finally calming down. So, okay, so we're going to come back up here and we're going to add the floor for the second floor. So where do I want to add it? I think I'm going to start it over here. I'm going to have it come here. So we're going to have it stop right there. Just because. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do the landscaping. I do want to give him some trees. I don't want him to be like, yeah, he gets to stay in the hot sun all day. So as I said, this area is going to remain open. Should probably give him a pillar. And let's bump it out one further. Should we? Now. Because then the support would look weird. Okay. So now here comes our second floor. I'm probably going to extend the oak support beam out just to make it a bit stronger. But we'll do that once we get our walls up. I almost built over too far. Got into a good rhythm. Oh, oh my gosh, it's so scary like how quickly Christmas comes this year. I was talking to my one friend and we're talking about our Christmas program. I didn't realize it was next Friday. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. It's like, and then we have a full week. And then we only have a partial week. That's like crazy. So I'm going to judge the height. As I said, I do best. I'm visually. I see things better visually than when you try to explain it to me. Always have. So we are 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now give them a bit more headroom. And plus it'll change our roof line. Make it a bit more interesting too. I'm trying to stay away from making completely square or completely rectangle builds. I mean, the roof is not going to be as fancy as the one over there, as my Cherry Hill build. Because it does not need to be. I do find it so weird for years with playing Minecraft without having a shadow follow me around that now I have a shadow. So I think somebody's coming up behind me. Look at that. We got a pretty sunset coming in. So, I mean, he does get a nice view. We'll give him some nice windows. So I think probably what I'll do tonight is we'll get the base part of it filled out. And then when I come back, I stream again on Friday, we will do the, oh my goodness, brain freeze. Oh, we will do the decorations. I would love to stay and stream much longer, but I do have work tomorrow and I have to be there at 8 o'clock. And the kids get upset with me if I don't remember how they like to be greeted. Or if I'm running a little bit late. Even though I'm not supposed to be there to 8, a lot of them are used to me being there a little bit before 8. And if they get in before me, oh boy, am I in trouble. Yeah, so a lot of this year's group love to get high fives on the way in the front door. Or hugs. They don't care what I'm doing. I could be disarming a nuclear bomb. Nope, I gotta stop and give them their high five or hug. The one morning, I don't know what happened with our iPad. That's how everybody that comes in the building logs in. So it was not working at all. So I've got to take it out of its security case. And I'm trying to figure stuff out. All the while getting very frustrated because it's just not. Everything I'm trying is not working. So I have part of the security case in my hand, the iPad in the other, and I just opened the door for a parent. All the while the little kid is screaming, "Huggy, huggy, huggy, huggy," and getting mad at me because I'm not dropping the iPad to give him a hug. I'm like, you gotta wait till I put this stuff down, buddy. I can't drop this. Yeah, but he didn't care. He wanted his morning hug. Not a lot of the people want to do the job that I do because they find it boring, and they're not wrong. It is. Other than for about the first hour of the morning and then the lunch exit, it is boring. I just basically sit there and look at a door. I love it. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. I like boring. Boring is good. And, I go around and I find stuff to do. Which drives the kids crazy because I'm not supposed to leave the front desk. According to them, I don't go home. I live at the front desk. And if they see me any other place than at the front desk, I get yelled at. Because they think nobody else can open the door. Or walk them to the playground. But the other fun part of my job is I get the whole lobby to decorate each month. See, that was one of my favorite things as a teacher. Other than, the kids, because they can be a lot of fun. They can also be a pain in the rear, don't get me wrong. But I loved having a bulletin board. And doing all sorts of fun stuff, doing all sorts of fun crafts with the kids, and then putting them up on the bulletin board. They love that. And now that unfortunately I don't think I can teach anymore for medical reasons. I'm very much allergic to cleaners, particularly if they got to be used a lot. And let's face it, in childcare, you're constantly cleaning, so I can't get away from the cleaners. And yeah, came very close to landing me in the hospital before they figured out what was going on. Of course, I'm a bit of a complicated case. I have asthma, and my heart beats faster than it should. They don't know why, but the one ventricle valve closes too fast. So yeah. So anytime I get sick, it can complicate things. While, as I said, the heart problem is not life-threatening. But combined with the asthma, considering no one can figure out my triggers, not even myself, yeah, makes life interesting. And thing is with my asthma, it doesn't present like a typical asthma case. And I have no idea why we started down this route. But yeah, so it doesn't show up as typical asthma. Because when they check me out, yes, my oxygen levels are fine, but they can actually hear me wheezing. And basically what happens is my body gets tired and just totally goes crazy. The lungs spaz out, the heart spazzes out, and you just feel really crappy. You know, I got so busy talking, I goofed. Oh dear. That's why it looks bad. I built my roof too high on the one side. Whoops. So oh dearie me. See, this is what happens when I try to do two things at once. Something is not going to make it. And at work, lots of times I am doing two things at once. I'm checking a child in. I am on the phone with somebody trying to take a message. And usually also trying to answer a parent's question. So by the time I come home at the end of the day, my brain is fried. As in, it is done. As I said, not a hard job, but oh my gosh. I feel so stupid for doing that. Well, here we have some Minecraft ASMR. Block breaking. Should do a video just of that. I can't be the only one that likes the sound of the Minecraft blocks breaking. And sometimes puts on build videos just to hear that sound so you can go to sleep. Am I? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Oh, I just find it so relaxing. It's also probably why I kept on building when I should have stopped. Oh well. It happens. It is what it is. What it is. I'm just totally embarrassed. Because I always mess up when I stream. You should have seen when I was trying to make a Lush Caves biome, which I eventually did. I'm going to release a YouTube video on that. Hopefully I'll have it recorded either Wednesday or Thursday and have it released Friday, my goal is. As I said, I'm trying to do 2 videos and 2 live streams a week. Am I going to make it? Probably not. Because as I said, December is a crazy time of year. And then once we hit May and June, that can be another crazy time of year as we're getting ready for graduation. And we're trying to figure stuff out. So we want that there. So we're going to knock this part down. Oh man. Leave it to me. I mean, at least I didn't get the whole build done and suddenly realize I messed up that big. As I said, tonight I do want to get the outer shell done. So after we do this, yeah, that's not looking too bad. We do need to knock this part down, I believe, just to make it even. Otherwise, it looks funny. There we go. Yeah, because what? We're going to bring this one up a bit just to match. Okay, so let's get started on our roof. So before we do that, I do want to bring our pillars in the back up. So this way there's some support. Oops. We may add, we're going to bring that one up. I'm turning them sideways now. I don't think we have one over here, do we? No, we don't. So let's add one here. Watch me still put it in the wrong position. Just to give this area here some support. Okay. So we're going to start with a roof. And I think I'm going to go with the spruce roof just to balance out all the oak we have and have the oak kind of outline it. Fix this. This make it taken down. So I'm going to put one here. One here. Whoopsies. One here. And I'm going to build that across like this for now. So as you see now, he has a little bit of a ledge, which will expand later. We'll figure out that problem in a second. We'll probably have to raise the roof, the oak planks again on the side, now that I think of it. As I said, building roofs is still very much my weak point. Always has been. I think we're wrong. Okay, I'm going to work on this side just to see. I think it's supposed to come here. Don't know how I did that. clear. As they say, the best laid plans. Going to have to change the roof design. Don't think a peaked roof is going to work because I didn't take into consideration the differences in the roof heights, actually lengths, the wall lengths. Like to build? Am I necessarily the greatest builder? No, far from it. Unless, hold on. Put an oak here. We do something like this. Have them just start on the inside just a little bit. Let's see if we can grab. Try it this way. Excuse me. As I said, I'm very bad at building at times, especially when it comes to the roofs. I do want to keep the pitch low. As I said, and once we get the peak set, we will extend it over here. Of course, I stopped talking. I got lost. Oops. We're not ready for that yet. Do like how my path is all lit up at night. Concentrate, concentrate, Luna. Don't mess up again. That's how you goofed before. No, no, no. I think we're slowly getting there. think where I made the first mistake is I tried to get the peak to match in the middle of the tower, which it's not going to do. So that was like my first problem. Second problem is we're definitely going to extend the height of the roof, the wall behind us. I mean, there's nothing saying he can't have a big roof. So we're going to add the spruce in now. So it's just going to mess up my lining of the roof. Let's see, let me grab. Or not. I'll just throw this in here. Let's see how it looks. I may change it later, as what happens with a lot of my builds. Hope it doesn't look that bad. Actually, it does. Now let's see. Let's add our there's stairs in. Let's grab our spruce planks. We'll throw them in place of the glass. Forgot to add those in when our palette, but that should be okay. So, I mean, it is almost midnight here, so I'm going to finish the roof and probably call it a night. I mean, as I said, I wish I could stream longer on Tuesdays, you know, in case I run into issues like this. But it is what it is. As I said, sit there and you plan and you plan. And I had it all right in my head. It just didn't work out that way. So what I could do it's going to look funny though when I do that. Well, there's nothing saying he has to be a good builder. Maybe he built it himself. And yeah, I'm trying to save face here and it's not working. Yeah, I screwed up. I screwed up. I know what I've been had. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm going to extend the stairs over. Should have done that in the first place. Should have done that in the first place. Actually, if we do that, that might work. So maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. We'll take a look at it in the daylight. Oops. We want the spruce one. Yeah, I also gonna have to readjust because I didn't put the trim on the bottom of the roof. I always do that. I always do that, and I always forget to speak during these streams. I apologize. I just get so concentrating so much that my brain falls out. It's my only explanation. My brain falls out of my head. This is what usually happens to a lot of my bills. I end up changing them. Let's see. Probably don't have to keep adding in the spruce planks, but want to keep up with it. As I said, we will extend the roof in the back. Actually, the walls, not the roof. But let me fix this over here. Here we go. So we have that. So we have our nice trim. Let me make sure I add the trim here too before I forget. And now we're going to go back to spruce. See, now that I've got the pattern down, I can do this, which should make it a lot quicker. Oopsies, she says as she still messes up. Be quicker. Nope, because I keep putting the blocks in the wrong spots. Thank goodness I don't build houses in real life, because I'd be really bad at it. I would be so behind schedule. Whee! Spruce. Spruce, not oak. Spruce. Let's see if we can get this done in the next half hour. Should we make it a point? A peak? I say, why not? Let's make it a peak. That's what I really wanted. No, we're not going to make it a peak, because then it's going to mess up my roof line. Which is kind of already messed up a little bit. You know what? We'll get creative about it. What did Bob Ross used to say? Rolling happy little accidents. Yes, yes, that's it. This is just a happy little accident. Ah! I fall down. So, oh. Actually, we will just keep that one like that. Okay. Looking pretty good. So as I said, we will up the height of this building in the back. Let me fill in the gaps we have here. As I said, we'll knock that wall out, make it a little bit bigger. So it is a loft, and if I remember correctly, lofts aren't always perfectly centered. So it's not, and he'll still have room to climb up and enjoy his nice vaulted ceiling once we close it in. Don't want him to get rained on. What type of builder would we be? Of course, I'm liable to still have a leaky roof. I always seem to have some sort of leaky roof in Minecraft. Well, there's a nice birch forest over there. At least I think that's a birch forest. I easily get distracted. As you can tell. So as I said, we're getting near finishing our outline for the base of our house. So now we're going to come down here. It's going to start here and then add on to that like that. So we're going to have another silly shape roof, I think. That one I'm going to hope to make kind of a bit flatter than the first one. Okay, so we're level. So I want to go kind of like 4 above this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I just think it'll give a better view. And maybe we'll extend his living space. We'll see. Now, who wouldn't love more living space? No, maybe over the years he's added on to it as he's built. I think, what is it? More headspace you have, the better the heat is, the warmer it is. Or is that the other way around? I think that's the other way around. He may be cold. That's okay. We'll give him a little heater. I think we got room. We can give him a fireplace. Or maybe he just uses a lot of fur pelts. I probably make a lot of my builds too big on the inside for simple homes, but I don't like small spaces. I am not like claustrophobic per se. I just don't like, I don't want to say closed in because that's not the case. I just don't like feeling like I'm trapped in an area. It's not all small spaces, but sometimes a lot of them, they're too small. I feel like I'm trapped and can't get out. Oh, excuse me. So it's probably why a lot of my builds always end up bigger. That, and I also like to build a living space on the inside of them. I don't like them to be too cramped. Like the outcropping there, I don't mind. That doesn't look too bad. Others may disagree. And they may be right. Okay, because I'm doing more detailed work. I'm going to just change the day. So I do want to come down in here. And I do want to knock this section out to give them a bit more headroom. Because I mean, you're still up here, you're fine. This is probably the only spot that's going to have a wall that's not 2 blocks thick. So here, as I said, we're going to have another funny looking, yeah, sure, funny looking roof. That's what it's called. Oh my gosh, I am so brain dead tonight. So brain dead. Well, maybe we can push this to 1 o'clock. Or maybe this was an abandoned building he found. Yeah. You keep making excuses there. I'm just trying to make it work. Oh. No, we're not going to go up 4 blocks. That's how we're going to go back to 2. As I said, I wanted a different looking roof than what I had down there. Oh. That's he's a very successful hunter. I think I already said that one. So now this time around, I'm going to switch and we're going to do oak on the oak blocks. Just to give it some character. Oopsies. Hopefully this time around, this side will go a bit quicker. As I said, we'll figure out what to do with the little extra area we have. Stick it out on the other side. I'll see if I can blend it in. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Oh, went up too high, that's why. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. So here we go. Now we want the oak blocks here. I am so bad at building roofs. Just saying. Yeah, I was going to outline that. Yeah, I know. I goofed again. At least this is an easy fix. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. See how it's coming? Probably it looks so bad now, I'll be honest, because I haven't added any decorations and it looks like one giant bundle of blocks. I just have to trust the process. I sometimes panic and demolish a build before it's done. So yeah, I've got to learn just to kind of relax a little bit. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit lower. And extend the roof line a bit on this side. Oh, I got a big ocean, it looks like, over there. Get back over here, pay attention. You're having a night where you're constantly getting distracted. Okay, now we're going to go in and fill the inside. We'll give them a nice window to look out there. Maybe we'll give them a nice little seated area to look out at. Oops. Don't want to leave any holes. It's about to get really dark in here because it's nighttime now. I should probably switch to day. But as I said, I want to finish this outline. And one of these days I'll have a live stream go the way I want it to. Oh boy. Okay. So here we go. This is what it looks like. We'll finish it up on Friday. I will probably make some changes. Like, I don't like how the roof is looking here. I'll probably switch the outline around. And so thank you very much for coming to this stream. Yay, I love it when you guys come. Thank you. And as I said, I'll probably make some simple changes like changing the roof trim. And on Friday, we will decorate our hunter's shack. Well, I guess I have to call it a house now. It really doesn't look like a shack anymore. Let's take a look and see what it looks like from my. So he is out facing the woods. which I think is where he'll do the majority of his work. We'll obviously extend the tower up a bit, give it some nice windows. So he's got a nice camping area here. Well, not camping area, cooking area up here. And, you know, maybe he'll do his work back here. Let's see what he looks like from... It's going to look bad because I haven't decorated it yet. So it looks like just one giant blob of block. Actually, really. What the heck is that glitch there? What did I do wrong? Oh, okay. It's the wooden log sticking out, which we want. Let's try that again. This is why I always look at my builds from a distance. Hopefully. So let's take a look. It's probably the best view of it from my house. So it's not looking too bad. I mean, it looks hideous right now because it's got no windows and no decor on it. But thank you very much. What is my mouse? Oh, sorry. I had my mouse sitting on the wire. That's why it was shaking. Thank you very much for coming. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye. Not sure why I'm waving because you can't see me, but bye.